Alright, so we're going to be starting off with triceps. I'm going to be doing single arm tricep push downs. Today on my tricep exercises, I think I'm going to do single arm. I do think single arm is superior to anything that requires the two arms, just because it's better isolation. So this is a push down, not an extension. So I'm not trying to extend my arm out. I'm trying to push the weight down and then hold and flex at the end. Same with an extension. I try to flex at the end, but push down, flex. Okay, done with the push downs. Up next, we're doing tricep extensions. So this one, yeah, you're extending it, you're not pushing it down. So you want to think about straightening your arm. And I like to, some people go off to the side, I like to just face it and lean back a little bit. That's why I grab onto the bar. That way I can get a little bit more of an extension. And I don't really use the handle, I just grab straight onto the carabiner. I find it helps more with the hand positioning on my wrists. Come on. Okay, so as I've mentioned before, I usually prefer to do overhead tricep extensions on the cable fly, or the cables, but again, just trying to show you a little variation. Sometimes this tweaks my shoulder, but we'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to do like 1, maybe 2 sets. Alright, so as I've mentioned before with tricep extensions and tricep stuff, a lot of the work is just your elbow down. Same thing with bicep. Elbow down. You're not going to be swinging your elbow back or out. Well, do your best not to, but here to here. Your arm doesn't do much swinging. Come on. Oh, no. So, again, I've mentioned before, the gym is a friendly place. Some Jack guy just came over and asked me if I have a YouTube channel. Obviously, I've got a camera set up here, my phone. And I was like, yeah. So then he's like, oh yeah, I'd love to follow you and subscribe. I didn't catch the guy's name, but if you see this, thanks. Yeah, people are friendly, you know? It's not so intimidating anymore. Okay, moving on. Seated bicep curls. For this one, I go like less weight, I go lighter. I was doing 35s for alternating. I'm going 25s right now. You want to focus more on getting just like a good stretch because your arm's going to hang all the way down here. So get a good stretch all the way down, all the way up. You're not really trying to lift heavy ass weight. Don't want to tear that bicep. I don't really know if you can tear your bicep, but okay. So, like I said, you want to focus on the stretch, but also focus on the negative motion, which means on the part where you're going down. Control it on the way down. It's not just going up. Control it for the whole range of motion. Okay. Thanks for the reminder about the shrugs. So I'm just gonna spam like 4 to 6 sets of these shrugs. But I'm probably only gonna film this one. Alright guys, I only did about 5 sets of shrugs, but I was really feeling it. Okay, let's check out the bicep tricep pump. I don't know if you guys can see that vein I was talking about. I couldn't see it before when I was pretty fat. Too much fat covering the muscle. There's a vein. Anyways. Oh, I tried to do the extension, the tricep extension, but my bad shoulder, both of my shoulders, won't allow me to reach that far back. I don't know if you guys could tell, my shirt was real sweaty in the beginning because I did cardio to start off. So I will see you in the car very soon. Oops. I accidentally cut off my own video feed. Anyways, as I was saying, gym done. I hope that you found some use and maybe you try some of those exercises out. If not, whatever, do what you want to do, you know? Maybe you already know what you're doing. In that case, maybe you're just watching me because you like the sound of my voice. I don't know. But I did get a new microphone, and I am hoping the sound quality is better on this microphone. It costs way more money. There's like some noise cancellation stuff on it, so hopefully it cancels out some of the music in the gym, because I keep getting warnings about it on YouTube. Maybe I need to just fidget around more with the settings. I understand why Sam Sulek puts his microphone in his hat. It's a lot more convenient. You don't rub it up against it and anything. Anyways, so a few things I wanted to clarify about why I work out one thing I really want to clarify, why I work out the way I do. I work out until failure, every set. It's kind of a new training method, but also an old training method that I used to do. And then I tried this more like scientific kind of whatever, although not really, I don't know. I've gone through many training methods of, like, you know, the pyramid and 3 rep maxes, 2 rep maxes, 1 rep max and all that kind of stuff, or doing 20 reps or maybe only doing 2 sets per muscle group. But I'm just trying this whole 8, but it's more like 5 to 9 sets per muscle group. Preferably 8 to 10 reps. Sometimes when I fuck up and I get the weight wrong, I'll do 6 or 7 reps. Sometimes I'll do like 16, 17, 18 reps. But ideally, I want to stay within that 8 to 10 range. And then I go to failure. So 8 to 10 full reps, and then do as many partials as possible until I can really no longer move the bar. It was kind of, to me, like a meathead way of thinking about it. And of course, I saw Sam Sulek do it. And then you hear about how science kind of backs it up now. They call it long partials. Kind of burning out in the most stretched position of that exercise shows a lot of like muscle growth. So that's why I do that. And then the whole 8 sets or whatever, 5 to 9 sets. So if you don't really know what to do, I would suggest picking a number like 6, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Pick a number and stick with that number and do that many sets. But once you're a little more in tune with your body, you should be able to tell somewhat when you've reached the kind of the potential of that day for that muscle group. You don't want to overexert yourself, because if you just do 1 set, you're underdoing it. You're not going to get as many gains, let's say, from 1 set as from 6. On the other hand, if you do 30 sets per muscle group, there is no point in doing 30 sets. You're not going to get any gains. If anything, you're hurting yourself, and you're running the risk of getting injured, seriously injured, and then you're not going to get any gains when you're injured. So you want to find that balance. So the longer you go to the gym, the more you kind of get the feel for what your body is capable of. So that's my little explanation there. I also want to talk about my blood work. I had my blood drawn the other day because I got to get my blood work done quarterly. Luckily, I live in Canada, free healthcare. I think it is very important to get your blood work done or to get a checkup. Again, I do it every 3 months. I get my blood drawn, I get my urine tested. They make sure all my numbers. I actually recently had an ultrasound to check all my organs. Everything's tip-top shape. I had like a test done on my heart. Again, everything's a-okay. My numbers are the best they've ever been in my entire life. And I hope they just keep getting better and better and better. But now it's good to know where I stand health-wise. Before my stroke, I was just living in ignorant bliss. I've said this before and I will say it again. It is not better to live in ignorance. Know where your health is at. It is better to know if there is a problem and deal with it than to ignore your health and have a potential problem and ignore it. That's just going to exacerbate the problem. You know? You don't want to find out you have diabetes and then, you don't want to live your life like me with diabetes probably for like 10 years and not know about it and have your blood sugar fucking way up here when it should be, down here, 5.5. But no, me, 23 or 27, whatever that number was. Sorry. And then that's what leads to major health issues. Diabetes nowadays, you can deal with it. And I'm not just talking about diabetes. I'm talking about all things. I have high blood pressure. You can deal with high blood pressure. There's medication you can take. There are things you can do diet-wise. Most of these health things you can deal with through exercise and diet. Right? I mean, I'm not saying if you have a tumor that, exercise and diet is going to make that tumor go away. Your cancer's gone. No, but, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, all those kinds of things. Joint pain a lot of time. Arthritis. I was just talking to a client today whose chimney I was cleaning. She was telling me her husband's a neurologist, and she basically says she has arthritis because she's 68 years old. But she says for her arthritis, she doesn't really feel it because she stays active. And the more active you stay, the better her arthritis is. Because something about arthritis is this like liquid in your joints or some lubricant in your joints starts to get low. But when you stay physically active, it actually replenishes that lubricant, that natural lubricant. So arthritis can be helped with exercise as well. Exercise and diet. It's very important. And I'm not saying you got to go and lift weights. If you can't, you can't. If you can, you should. But get some form of activity in your life. Yeah? Deal? I don't want to find out any of you are ignoring your health and then you wind up like me and have a stroke or have a heart attack. That's not something I want to hear. Get a checkup. Go to your doctor. Let him know. I want to know if I'm healthy. I want to make sure I'm healthy. I don't know how it works in America with healthcare, but at least in Canada or, most places in the world where they have free healthcare, take advantage of it, and hopefully you have a good doctor. I said before, there are some dickhead doctors out there. Hopefully not yours. And if yours is a dick, find a new one. It's not that easy, but, get in the process. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Your health, why it's important to not ignore any potential problems, to spot them right away and deal with them. You can deal with diabetes. You can get, metformin, Ozempic if you want. It's supposed to help with weight loss. Supposedly, it slows down your digestion, gives you some terrible burps. You smell like death from those burps, but it's better than dying early, dying right now, You want to live as long as possible. Watch as many YouTube videos as you can. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now, today. And then I will see you guys tomorrow for, leg day. But we got to do it. Anyways, you have a good one. All right, bye.